Hi, this past week I just resigned from a company to join a company called WakeUpNow, and a lot of my friends are asking me, Ed, why would you do that? In the previous company, I had over 20,000 people join my team. I was in the company for over 7.5 years. I was one of the original founding members, and for me to walk away from that, it had to be kind of crazy. I have a couple on my team there, Rob and Kim, that I love dearly. They are top producers. Why would I walk away from that? I would either have to be smoking crack or there'd have to be a reason why I would do that. So I'm going to share with you the reason why I joined WakeUpNow. Whenever you evaluate an opportunity, you want to look at these 5 points, and that is the company, the product, the timing, the training and support, and the compensation. I'm going to start with the compensation because I'm a compensation guy. If you can't make money, I don't want it. And when I looked at WakeUpNow, it was the most lucrative compensation structure I have ever seen for the average person. Whenever somebody evaluates an opportunity, the 2 predominant thoughts in their mind is, number 1, how much is it? And number 2, can I do this? When it comes down to how much is it, $100 is an impulse buy. Anywhere from $300 to $500, which a lot of companies cost, is a buying decision. People have to think about it. They have to talk to their spouse, significant other. With WakeUpNow, it's just $100 to join WakeUpNow, and that's everything. You're in the company now, and you can go to work. The next thing people say is, well, how quickly can I get profitable? And in WakeUpNow, it's get 3 and yours is free. It's a lot easier to get 3 people to join a $100 company than it is to get 4, 5, or 6 to join for $300 to $500. So that was right there. You get in the residual income. The next thing people want to know is, how can I build a solid residual income? And this is where WakeUpNow just caught my attention and blew me away. They have a system that says bring 3 and then help 3 get 3. 3 getting 3 is another 9. It's a total of 12 people on your team. With as little as 12 people on your team in WakeUpNow, you're making $600. There isn't anything out there like that, folks. $600 on just 12 people. In most companies, you need a couple of hundred people on your team to have a $600 residual, and people join network marketing companies to make money so they could get a residual income. So that caught my attention. On the comp plan side, by far, the WakeUpNow compensation plan blows away everything in the marketplace. So let's just give that a star right there. So I said, okay, on the 5 points, they win on comp plan all the way around. Next thing is company. In the previous company I came from, I love the owners. They're dear friends of mine. They have a great, solid management team there. So when I looked at WakeUpNow, it was going to be hard to compete because of the relationships. But here's what I found at WakeUpNow. They have a staff, a management staff, an executive staff that is extraordinarily experienced. I've spent 2 months evaluating this opportunity. I've flown out to Utah. I've met with the principals. I had dinner with the CEO, the president, and the founder. And when I sat down with Kirby Cochran, the CEO, and I had already done a lot of research on him, I was very impressed. And here's why. Kirby is an adjunct professor at 2 universities. He's written numerous books. He has previously taken a company from 0 revenue to $1 billion in annualized revenue for 10 years in a row with over $100 million of profit. He took that company from as low as $4 a share on the New York Stock Exchange to close to $100 a share. Here's a man that has brought close to 200 companies public, helped bring them public by raising funds for them. He is an expert. Not only himself, but his chief operations officer, Phil Pollack, has taken 2 companies to the $1 billion mark. The $1 billion mark is huge, and they have a management staff of several other people with extraordinary backgrounds. I have to give the slight edge in the company to WakeUpNow. When it comes down to the product, the product is really cool in that in my previous company, I loved the product, but the product was a leisure product that people do very rarely, maybe once or twice a year at best, whereas with WakeUpNow, the product line is all about helping people save, manage, and make money. Those are things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about educating people, showing them how they could save money. At WakeUpNow, they have a financial management software. It's a software company with a suite of products that combined make it a wellness company, financial wellness, where people can save more money on things they're already doing each and every day, and it's a daily use item, things that you will use every single day. They have a financial management software. They have a tax program where it reduces your tax liability, shows you how to increase and protect your assets. They have, if you're a cell phone user with AT&T or Verizon, they have a corporate discount of up to 22% off on your cell phone usage. They have a language software where a lot of people who want to learn languages will spend hundreds of dollars. It's all included here with WakeUpNow. And they have a travel, if you love to travel, love to vacation, they have vacations where you could choose from thousands upon thousands of locations for pennies on the dollar. They have an assortment of items here that just collectively add up to help people save, manage, and make money. On the product side, I give the advantage to WakeUpNow. On the timing side, they say that timing is everything in the marketplace. In network marketing, there are only 14 companies that have reached $1 billion in annual sales. In fact, my previous company has got into the top 100 in the direct selling news. And I subscribe to Direct Selling News, which is an industry publication that primarily goes out to executives and managers of network marketing companies. And for you to get into the top 100, it's pretty good. But to break $1 billion, it's very rare. As I stated, only 14. Now, having seen that two of the principals have already taken companies to $1 billion, what Kirby Cochran said was the reason why he came on board with WakeUpNow is because WakeUpNow is going to dwarf anything he's ever done in the past. And timing, they say, is everything. In my previous company, the company kind of flatlined. 2009, 2010, 2011, it did about $90 million each year. In 2012, they introduced a car bonus, and they had really good, sizable growth. They grew from approximately 90 million to approximately 140 million. In my opinion, 2013 is going to kind of flatline again. They might do a little less or a little more. I don't think you're going to see that exceptional growth. And in my opinion, it's going to take a very long time if that company ever reaches that $1 billion mark. Whereas with WakeUpNow, I think it's going to happen within the next 2 or 3 years. I mean, based on the volume that's coming in right now, based on the growth of the company, in the month of July, WakeUpNow added about 4,800 people. In the month of August, they're on track to add close to 10,000 people. I believe that WakeUpNow will put on over 100,000 people just within the next 6 months. So as the name of the company goes, wake up, wake up now, it's happening. So you want to analyze that. The timing by far is in favor of WakeUpNow. When it comes down to the training and support, I have to be fair and honest with you here. The company that I came from has a director of training that is second to none. They have a culture that's been developed. It is the best training I've ever seen. I can't imagine anything better than that. So I give my old company by far training and support. So when you evaluate the opportunity, hands down, WakeUpNow beat my previous company by 4 out of 5. And that's why I chose to go to WakeUpNow. Here's the bottom line. WakeUpNow will allow me to help more people get a solid residual income than anything I've ever done in my life. Hope this information helps you in evaluating network marketing. Network marketing is a phenomenal industry. Pick a good company. If it's WakeUpNow, we'll look forward to working with you. God bless. Have a great day.